Hi guys, it's Sarah, the Northwoods Stitcher. I have a pile of stuff. I'm surprised you can almost see how high it is right in front of me. I'm not really organized as usual, but let's see what we can pick away at. I think I've got it all in front of me. I had a rough week. I had a pinky that felt like it was broken. I even splinted it. It lasted 3 days. Still a little tender. I don't really know what that was about. And 2 days later, I burnt my thumb grabbing something without a pot holder. Brilliant. I don't know. I was able to stitch because you only need this for drinking tea, right? So that's the good stuff. I have been stitching and watching a lot of crappy TV. And what I started on, which I shouldn't have started on because I have all these other projects and a stitch along going, is a twisted thread called Thanksgiving Gingham. But isn't that cute? I couldn't resist. And I've had this one for years and years and years. I showed it on a previous video, and for whatever reason, you know, my fabric was in one place, my chart was in another, and I know I had a similar chart. Well, I finally found both charts and the gingham fabric, and I put everything together. So I'm working on this one currently, and then I will do, and that's called Thanksgiving Gingham, and then I'll do Winter Gingham, also by Twisted Threads. I've had these forever. They're dated 2002 and 2003. I think you can still find them on eBay. What I did mine on, let's see. So my Thanksgiving one is on a 28 count Riviera gingham. It's called Cream or Natural. And then the winter one is a gingham linen celery white, also a 28 count linen. I'm gonna do both of these 2/2. Let me show you my progress. I'm really enjoying this stitch. I thought that the gingham would be a little tricky to do, like the polka dot fabric. I don't really enjoy the polka dot fabric. Either the paint dots get in the way or my eyes just skip around, but this is working out fine. I'm gonna put that down there. I'm gonna take off my chart so that doesn't get in the view. It's really coming along. I am using DMC threads, which the chart gives you. It also gives you, I think, might be Weeks Dye Works. I'm not sure, but there's another specialty thread listed. But I really am enjoying this. So now I've got a leaf over here, and there's some corn down here and a pumpkin. And then the rest is just alphabet. I'll probably get this done by Tuesday or Wednesday. I just picked it up and just went poof. It was so quick. Really enjoying it. Hopefully I will actually get it fully finished and in a frame by this fall. We'll see about that. I think next video I will pull out my fall box and show you guys all the stuff that's going to go up. The other thing I'm working on is a stitch along, and Kim got me into this. Hey Kim. But she pointed out we both have this, and I put it up on my Instagram. We're stitching the cover one, and there's 8 little designs in this book, and this is 8 cross stitch designs by Lori Markovic, who does La-Di-Da. And these are really cute. So here's the one we're stitching. Love is the tie. I know that's awfully faded, but it says, like a kite feels the wind, you are my friend. And then there's Mary, is it Mary Miss Sunshine? Good morning, Mary Sunshine. Love that dress. And I think this is just a little cute saying, but it says, mares eat oats and does eat oats and little lambs eat ivy. A kid'll eat ivy too, wouldn't you? I think I'd like it more if it had a little goat or lamb on it, but it is a cute little stitch. Oh, and then they've got a great one, Because Nice Matters. And then this one is just really sweet, By Her Hand. And it's just a tiny little sampler. And then you put who stitched it in the year. You Are My Sunshine. And it's got the clouds in there. You Make Me Happy When Skies Are Gray. You'll Never Know, Dear. I think that's a cute one. And then Roses Are Red. That would be so great on like a tea-dyed fabric. And I think that's it. Then we go into charts. Yeah, then we go into charts. But there's quite a few in here that I'd like to stitch. But this is the one I chose because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my grandparents' initials at the bottom and the year they got married. And then I'll sign it and date it. That's my plan so far. And this is how far I've gotten. Take off my working graph. I am doing this on a 28 count ivory Joblin. And I'm doing one thread over one square. So it's super tiny. But it's really cute. I like how it's coming out. And I think Kim's done with it. I haven't seen her recent posts. But last time I saw, she'd already done the border and all three of the flowers. I was like, ooh, I don't think she's sleeping. But then again, she didn't start another stitch like I did. Where did my graph just go? Oh, there it is. So I do need to get some stitches into this one today. That was the Joblin. All right. Oh, and then somebody turned me on to a great website. It's an Etsy site. Let me see if I can find the name of it. She's using a cross-stitch tracker. Now, this is my friend Deb Smith. And she found a website. I don't see the place. But it's a website on Etsy. Thanks for the tip. Must be here. The Nap Time Stitcher on Etsy. She has a whole bunch of stuff on her site, but she does offer some amazing printable charts and graphs for charting your progress on things, whether it be how many works in progress you have or different lists that you can create your goals for the spring stitching, summer stitching, fall stitching, and so on. I got, I think, the generic 4-season printouts. And I like some of the other charts, but then I found out you can also get some for free. So if you type in free cross-stitch what was the word? I think it was, you can Google, type in free cross-stitch journal and tracking worksheets. And you can get a couple of different websites that'll offer you different things. Now this one is a master stitch list that's offered as a free chart, a free spreadsheet. But I didn't like, it didn't have enough room to write the chart name, so I have to use abbreviations. and then descriptions, and then it says the start date, end date, the type of fabric that you used, and any kind of colors that were in there, if it's fully finished or not, and any kind of notes that you want to put. So I'm going to play with these because I think these are great to have. But the Etsy website offers some adorable sheets with different little motifs on it. And the font's sweet. This is pretty generic. But you can find some free generic ones, which I was surprised to find out. Also on Etsy. Oh, no. I got to show you what else. Deb sent. I was having a Monday on a Tuesday, and I went and I got my mail with my finger in a splint. I was just miserable. And she found something for me, and she sent it along. It says Northwoods. I can't wait to do this next. I mean, look how dark that is. I'm going to really brighten it up. I can't wait to see how that looks. On maybe a tea dyed or even a green, if I can get these greens to cooperate. It'd be really cute. Absolutely adorable. I can't thank her enough, but she went to a, not a flea market. She went to, did she say what it was? She said in an email, and she saw this chart and she thought of me, which was really beyond wonderful. And then she emailed me and she said, I have something to send to you. And I'm like, I had no idea what she's talking about. Me? So she sent me that with this cute little card, which is going to go on display when I put up my little fall pumpkin and decoration things on my little cabinet. And then, look at this. Is that the cutest thing in the world? These are working shingles. They're all individual. And look at all that stitching in there. Is that the cutest thing? A little sheep on the back and a rose bush. I just love this. This is staying out year round. I mean, I love ornaments, but I don't want this put away. I think I'll keep this on a little knob somewhere that I can see it all the time because I just love it. My only complaint about this, Deb, it's not signed. But I guess I'll have to remember that. Or maybe I'll make a little tag. I'll make a little tag to hang off of this because it's just precious. And I don't want to get so scattered that I forget what year and who gave it to me. So I'm definitely going to tag it. And I love how the little cobblestones of the little brick wraps around the building. I don't know if there's any way I can duplicate this, but there is a great place, fabricandink.blogspot.com. You can go get those patterns. It's a lot of work, but definitely worth it because I was just blown away when I opened it. And when I opened it, I was saying things like, oh. My husband's like, what? Because I was just shocked that she thought of me. I love it. Can't thank you again for that. Can't thank you enough because that really brightened up my day. I was just miserable. But ice cream fixed it. We're having a hurricane today, but today's Saturday. I'm posting this on Monday. And I thought, well, what do most people go for when they have a hurricane? I'm not too impressed with a hurricane here because we're inland. May lose some trees, but the wind isn't really strong. I did hurricanes on Cape Cod. That was hurricane. Then you make sure you have the batteries, the candles, and blah, 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 blah. Here we're okay. We have a generator. I just made sure we had milk and ice cream because ice cream I can't be without, especially when the craving hits. So we're good. Other exciting things to show you. That needs to go into there. Oh, this is really cool. I found a great site on Etsy as well. And this is Pigeon Coop Designs. So it's the word pigeon, P-I-G-E-O-N, immediately followed by C-O-O-P, and immediately followed by designs. PigeonCoopDesigns.com on Etsy. or a website. Isn't that so Charlie Harper-esque? I just love this. I have so many hoops, and depending on what size I do, I can't wait to do this one. I decided to print out the color chart because I think, oh, I also have the black and white chart. I thought I would put this into my, whatever I use, type of pattern keeper. But I decided I would have this just loose so I could look at it because I think this is a great stitch. So that was Pigeon Coop Designs. And then on Stitch Fairy, also on Etsy, I got a really great mandala. Fantastic for a Valentine stitch, but really I can do this in any color I'd like. So I might pick out this as a Valentine stitch. I don't have a lot of Valentine stitches in my box, but I just love how that came out. So they did this on, or they gave me different design areas. It's only 107 stitches by 107 stitches. So if you do it on a 14 count, it's a 7.6 by 7.6. 18 count is a 5.9 by 5.9. So I think I might do this on an 18 count. Or I might just choose a linen. They used 601 DMC to do this one. But I just love it. I think that'll be a fun stitch. And it won't take long. Just what I needed, another pattern. Oh, here's a list of things to talk about. Did that. Did that. Still going through the pile in front of me. I have a really great surprise. I finished my Boo to You collection. I can't wait to cut these things up. It's finally upstairs as of today, and I will now proceed to take it off the scroll frame. I can cut them all up and make them into ornaments. I'm so excited. It took a while. And when to be honest with you, when I went into my stitching journal to find out when I started it, I couldn't find when I started it. So I have to take a slower approach and really look at it. But now I can use my Halloween needle minder on a new Halloween stitch. I'll put that off to the side. But I'll be very excited to cut these things up. And I'll show you how I finish them off. Hopefully, I won't get derailed with other things going on. And put that with that. Oh, and I also have loads of some other stragglers in here to kit up. Oh, and I think I told you guys 2 videos back or 1 video back, I ordered on this website, not website, I ordered on Etsy. If you go on Etsy and you look up Sweet Annette, A-N-N-E-T, she has these fantastic wood forms. This took, I think, 2 weeks to get to me from Poland. I think that's fantastic. I was expecting it to take 4 weeks. It's a little stamp. Isn't that sweet? Do I have a ruler here? No, it's not very big, but it's an adorable size for either an ornament or to mount on front of a journal cover if you want to do that. She even included the pre-cut felt backs that line up perfectly, absolutely perfectly. So it'll cover up the back of your stitches. And you could slip a little ribbon in there to hang it from if that's what you want to do. I got 4 and 2 patterns. I'll try to show the patterns, but I really don't know if I have a solid picture to show you because they're already in my pattern keeper. or whatever program I use. I can't even remember what program I use. So I will try to post those here. But when you do order, it comes with a free pattern. All you have to do is scan this QR code and you'll get this pattern that came with it, which is really cute. I chose, I think it's a Christmas pattern in an Oriental motif. So I was going to do 2 of each, but I might do the owl. It's awfully cute. She has a whole bunch of different things on her site. So it's on Etsy, and it's Sweet Annette, A-N-N-E-T. It was a lot of fun. And I was hesitant to talk about it until I knew how long it would take, because some people don't like to wait for their mail. I like to wait for my mail because I like to find out, you know, hidden secrets in my mailbox that I'd forgotten about, which is easy to do when you shop online like me. I'm trying to think. Yeah, so she mailed us first notice. It got here on 9/11, so it got here on Monday. I picked it up on Tuesday, and I think I ordered it shortly after we got back from my husband's surgery, which was this last week of August. So that's really impressive. Super fast shipping. The other thing I wanted to share with you, I think I showed you how I finished this off, and I didn't like it. I've since ripped it apart. This is now just looking for something to put on the back, but I thought that there were just too many pom-poms. So this will be finished some other way, just to have something on the back of it. I want to keep it very simple. I don't know what I was thinking. I just got a little overexcited using pom-pom. I'm pretty sure I can take this off or just put this into my collection with the pom-pom backing. Maybe I can use it for something else some other time. But it was just a bit too much. This is much better. It is getting cooler out there, so it is going to be nice. I'm wearing long sleeves. So there's hope. And I also wanted to mention, I had spoken earlier about the cross-stitch retreat that was going to be taking place in Greenville, Maine, up at Lakeside Stitches. So it's at the store, but there is a place above the store that overlooks the lake. There's no elevator, unfortunately, so you have to be able to do the stairs. But she still has some spots left. If you want to get in on it, it's October 13th, 14th, and 15th. All the information is on her website. That's lakesidestitches.com. You can also give her a call. Patty would love to sign you up. Maybe it's only something you can register online, though. I'm not sure, but I'm sure if you have extra questions, she can answer them for you. But it's just going to be fantastic. I've been registered forever. I'm very excited about it, but I just wanted to make sure that people knew about it because there are a few spots left, and if it's something you want to do, October is absolutely gorgeous up here, and we might even have some color change by then, depending on what our temperatures do. So I can't imagine a more beautiful place to be, and particularly stitching with a view of the lake. So I'm really looking forward to that. And there's lots of activities going on over those 3 days. So I don't want to spill the beans unless you go to the website and look it up and see what you think about it. But I'm looking forward to it. Oh, and I was looking for a pattern for a friend of mine because she said she wasn't sure which magazine it was in, and she's pretty sure I showed it, but she couldn't remember which Halloween magazine it was in. Well, it sent me down the rabbit hole because I found 2 patterns that I absolutely have to do in short order. And the first one I've already shown you from Just Cross Stitch Halloween 2021. I love this guy. Hello Kitty Surprise, it's called. I love how those popped. And then the other one is actually from October 2021, just cross stitch. Absolutely perfect. I think I want to do both of them as pillows, but I'm not sure. I might do one as a pillow and one as a frame piece. I'm really excited because I think they're going to be absolutely incredible. Both of these are by the Witchy Stitcher, and I'm hopeful I can kit these up. I should set a goal, maybe by October 1st, and just be hopeful that it'll go quickly. I do see that there's black in it, and I have a black DMC cone. When I did my Prairie Schoolers, there was a lot of 3371 in it. That's another thing that I couldn't find a DMC cone of, but I did find a sulky spool, and the equivalent to 3371, which is their 1331, 1131. So it is their 12 weight sulky thread. One strand equals 2 strands of DMC. I stitched it with 2, and that was on an 18 count. So it was a little tight. It was not a fast stitch because it was really struggling to get through. It was definitely thicker. But what I like about these sulky spools that you can get at sulky.com, the bottom pops open, and that's what holds your thread. So when you're ready to cut, you tuck it in to the groove, and then you just pop it closed, and your tail stays. So there's no unraveling. With my DMC cones, I have to carefully cut it and then take that tail and stuff it into the top or stuff it into the bottom. And then I actually store these in little plastic bags so they don't get dusty. But this has been fantastic to have. It's a beautiful color. It is 3371 by all means. It's a perfect match. On this cone, now this is 100% cotton, just like DMC. It is 2,100 yards. I couldn't go wrong with this because it's a great amount of a color that I use an awful lot of, particularly because I'm into the darker fall Halloween things, which calls for a lot of 3371s. So that was fun to get. What else is going on in my zoo? Oh, secrets. So there is another retreat coming up in April, and it's going to be in Augusta up here. It's sold out. I'm sorry. But I wanted to figure out what can I make as like little gifty things. I love going around and putting little things on people's table. Not everybody can do that, and I get it. But if you think ahead and you plan ahead, sometimes you can come up with some pretty great ideas. I wonder if I should show you guys. Maybe I will. I don't know where all my stuff is. I have these, I ordered some organza bags to put these things in. And I got those on Amazon. And I think I got 200, and it wasn't a lot of money. But then, I don't even know how to show all this stuff. I know some of you don't approve, but I went on that website, Temu, which is everything from China. These are the cutest charms. And also on Temu, I got the little plastic bags. So these are little Ziploc baggies. I got 200 baggies. There's supposed to be 150 people at these retreats. So I thought, well, I will do 150 little organza bags. And in each little bag, I've got little hearts, little scissors, I think there's 10 in a pack. It might be 12. So I got a bunch of packs. And I don't think any of these were 98 cents. Little flowers. I could not get the year. I wanted to get 2024 because that's when the retreat's happening. I thought that would be cute. They didn't have them yet, so I'll maybe try to order them later. Different types of scissors. And then I got those little pins to put them on. Can you see what those are? I don't know what they're called. I did when I was looking them up. I just don't remember them right now. I'm not even going to open this until I'm ready to stuff my stockings. But there's 1,000 in here. So everybody will get a little bag with a little something. And I probably will stick some buttons, random buttons in them too. So it'll be like having a little bag of, you know, cute little accessories to put on your stitches. And then maybe before the retreat, I can go on and get some different colored pins and maybe some 2024 motif things. I've got a few, but I don't want to part with mine. See, I've got a few. But they're fun to hang off of your little pillows. Especially if you do a little pillow with a tiny little ribbon around it, and then you stick the little pin on it, and you hang maybe just a little button with the year in front of it, or a little button with the little scissors on it. It's so cute. So that's my goal. As soon as I find where I put the bags and get everything organized, then I'll set up like a little stocking station, stuff, tie pop. And then I'll make a little basket or something so I'll look like Little Red Riding Hood going around and dropping little gifts, which I think is such fun. But with 150 people, I couldn't make 150 scissor fobs or 150 needle minders. It was too much work. But I have for my October retreat. I have everything boxed and ready to go. Not as many people. I just know what the capacity is, and I was like, I can do that. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be just a great time. What else is going on around me? I still haven't organized all my stuff up here. I haven't even put my floss in my new little box. I have stuff to do. I always say, oh, I'll just wait for a rainy day. But here it is, a rainy day, and it's a hurricane. And this is a day that my husband gets all excited because these are the days he likes to sit and do nothing and just cuddle and watch movies and eat pizza or ice cream or whatever we want to do badly. It's our day to be bad and be lazy. So I have to go downstairs and be lazy. But I'll do some stitching, and hopefully I will show you some progress on my stitch along. If you want to join the stitch along, you're welcome to. A lot of people have that Words to Stitch by booklet. Just post a couple of your pictures on the Instagram. That's what we're doing for now. I haven't really made any progress, but you can see Kim's. She's posted, and it's gorgeous. I have to ask her what she's stitching it on. I can't remember what her fabric was, but it's Words to Stitch by Sal. Hashtag Words to Stitch by Sal. And look for me, the Northwoods Stitcher, on Instagram. And I will see you again soon with hopefully some more acquisitions. I did go to a Goodwill this week, but I'm sorry to report I didn't really get anything but clothes, which never happens. So I was really excited. I never find clothes. I think I came home with like 8 outfits. So that was really great. I would have liked to have found a croc or something pretty, but there wasn't anything to be found. So I'll go hunting again, and I'm sure I'll have something to show you. Until then, keep stitching, have a great day, and be safe.